Alright, so catching up, had a little hiccup there, but basically, you guys went to Inventus. You walked in, you met Gerald, you spoke with him, you learned of the storms, the craziness that has torn through the town of Inventus. He has offered you 5,000 gold and some estate of some of the torn through town. You guys have essentially agreed, and
from the orphanages all.
yeah. Oh, she's good. She's good. Yeah, you can close it. And then you guys have now made your way out of town, making your way from Inventus towards these storm sites of these flares that he has spoken of to take care of these elementals that are kind of still ravaging through the outskirts of town. They've asked for help. No one's arrived. You guys have been the first ones. They thought for you to be storm chasers or possibly storm seekers, something to help, and it seems you are not, but you still have offered to help, and that's where you guys are. So, you guys are now leaving town where you guys were speaking with an individual man, and he tells you that he gives you thanks, and that the elementals have been changing from wind to some sort of like mud. Goes on, the boy kind of steps forward. Yeah, it was throwing things and changing sizes. It was growing and shrinking, doing all kinds of things. We ran, we lost our house, so now we're staying with a brother. Careful. The man just kind of turns. Might not want to stay out too far past night, especially out, not sure how familiar you are with Hexwell, but the direwolves. They're pretty prevalent amongst all of the land, so just be careful. Now, Dennisine turns. Alright. I'm ready. You guys ready?
I believe so. Yes.
You guys make your way. Dennisine starts just fucking trotting because he's ready.
I'm ready.
So, you guys make your way. Give me a perception check as you guys travel for about 30 minutes.
Well,
I'm gonna perception check to see if it's actually Dennisine or Greenridge.
Oh my god. I'm writing it down.
Dennisine with his big ass staff, right? And that's
Grendridge. It is Grendridge. Yes.
I got a 19.
Alright. What'd you get here?
Fucking 12 as well.
12. Okay.
Alright, do we have a game plan here?
Gildor? As you say that, Dennisine turns around. Game plan. Or Grendridge. Grendridge turns around and says, I just like that name.
It's a good name. It's not a bad name.
For Grendridge, he just turns around. It is the game plan. Thought we were just gonna run up to it.
I mean, that's what I got.
Is my sword going to do anything against one? I've never fought one.
We'll find out.
Is it magics?
To me,
I don't know if that matters.
I don't know if it does. Well, anyway,
Good question. I don't have anything.
I guess I'll go up close.
So it's okay. Joey, my Thunder Beast, will be with you. You can ride him if you want. It'd be cool, right?
I mean,
You have great
not if
sword.
he electrocutes me or something. Thunder Beast.
Literally doesn't have any lightning powers. It is just a lizard.
So he just rumbles.
He just hits things and bites things.
Why is it called a Thunder Beast?
It's just what the species is called.
Interesting. I also assumed that he was some kind of lightning-based
So
creature.
it didn't get struck by anything?
No,
or-
it's just like the type of lizard it is.
What do you call him?
Joey the little Thunder Beast. Yeah, I forgot.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I can
So-
change it for gorilla if you want.
Why don't we just throw whatever you got at it and see what the thing does?
Not a terrible idea. Does it cost you anything to summon a new creature?
I think it takes too much time. Okay. Well, I think smaller undeads are an action. That's a meta question.
Yeah, for you
Summon
it'd
the big
be...
one, is that like do that in action? It's like the
I
mini
don't...
one.
Actually, I think you can, yeah. You can do an action.
Okay, never mind.
Let me just double check.
That seems very tricky. Wait. Hold on, I gotta look up that. I might just be able to like teleport you directly on top of him.
Or inside.
Yeah, like I think I can just like teleport someone like 90 feet. So I could theoretically just teleport you right next to them as soon as combat starts. Could you do that automatically?
No, you can only do the lower ones as a normal action. The like huge or whatever different sizes that can be a humanoid or beast has to be done within a minute.
Okay, so
Yeah, minute casting time.
So I can't power replace this.
And then you can only do that once, and then you need a long rest before you can do that again. So,
I'm just using it to keep the same thunder beast.
right, but I'm just saying, so you can't like summon one and they're like, oh, I'm gonna swap them out, and then. So you choose one, so you have the Thunder Beast. So if you still have a spell slot for it, you could change it, but then you'd be good on that. So.
I'd rather summon another one.
Gotcha.
It could theoretically use one of the thunder beast. The target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw. The target can choose to fail. I mean, I don't know if your use is smart enough to choose to fail.
Apparently. You intelligent?
What are you guys doing?
So I might just teleport you around because I don't know how much use I am going to be in this fight.
Now, as you guys start moving around, you notice that the snow starts getting quite deep, that the storm has thrown quite a bit of snow. And as you guys get closer, what were your perception checks?
12,
19.
19?
12.
12. Fuck this, you notice as you guys start approaching a large gust of snow and wind off in the distance. And as you guys get a little bit closer, you notice that this seems to be a little bit unnatural. You start seeing swirling, and it seems to be almost like a storm behind something. You see a smaller entity standing about 15-ish, 17 feet tall, quite wide, almost like the swirling of snow and wind that starts just crushing things, and you see its path kind of making its way towards you, somewhat slowly though. And you know this is most likely the entity that Gerald spoke of, and most likely is the elemental. So you guys probably have it. It's about 150, maybe 200 feet off from where you guys are. This snow.
Straight up see it?
Yeah, it's starting to come like kind of cresting over part of the hill.
Point, be like there.
Yeah.
You guys know, I will tell you that the snow right now is really thick. You guys are kind of just out in the middle of like this open area where the storms have kind of ravaged through. There's no tree line or anything, and the snow is deep. I'm talking like 3-4 feet in some areas. So all of your movement is going to be halved.
Difficult to read.
Yep.
Okay.
So at this point, you guys start moving forward. Dennisine starts gripping his sword, or Grendridge starts gripping his sword, and he starts moving forward. All right, Yodor, are you gonna send in one of your creatures, or do you want me to just open it up? And you see him, he pulls out his hand.
I'd send Joey in.
All right, so Joey starts making his way forward. So you guys start moving all up, or are you guys just standing back about 200 feet and then sending Joey in?
Yeah. I have to be within like 60 feet of Joey to command him. So, I mean, do we just want to go in? Like, I'd say we're like 20 feet behind Joey. I would love to get a drop on this guy, but I don't know if that's going to happen. We're not the stealthiest. I can try.
I mean, whatever it is probably already seen. It's probably.
What do you guys do?
So it might work. Cantrip might actually do damage. Then we follow my Thunder Beast. Yeah.
How close? Thunder Beast, alright, so you're going up to 30 feet from it?
Yeah, I want it to be going forward and me to be 30 feet behind it.
Alright, so you guys start making your way up. As you guys do so, you get some, use your grow or whatever. You guys start making your way
As we're running
forward.
up, can I go ahead and cast a spell?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself. Plus 2 AC.
Alright, so you guys.
How much you cast Bless?
Density will be just in front of you.
Grandridge.
Or Grandridge, excuse me. God bless.
Do you really?
Yeah.
It's shield faith concentration. Or does it just last for a minute? You call.
All right, so at this point,
Concentration up to 10 minutes.
Fuck.
you guys start making your way forward. What else? You guys can see this large kind of figure. You can't really see it necessarily, but it's getting closer. You just see.
Feet in front of us.
So here will be your blizzard beast. Alright, so you're about right there. Alright, now as you guys start moving forward, you see Gredger steps forward. Is there anything else you guys want to do? Because it looks like he's about to just kind of shoot into it. No. Alright. He turns, he looks around. Alright, get ready.
I want. One second. I'm gonna use one of my stored spell slot and one of my other 3rd level spell slots
Okay.
to summon 4 skeletons. And I'm gonna have them all grouped up together. Have them in like one token. And I want them to be.
You're gonna need him because of circle. And for line of sight, so. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you can use dice. It doesn't matter. Just something so I can tell line of sight and whatnot. All right, so at this point, you guys start moving up. You see Grendridge. He turns.
I need one more.
He is going to let loose. He shoots into it, and you just see this arrow just get swallowed into the storm. As it does so, it seems as if the storm kind of subsides for a moment. After a few seconds, you see this shifting from the storm change. As it happens, you look, you turn, and you see this swirling, snow-like wind creature forming off in the distance. As you see it, it starts approaching. I need everybody to roll initiative. Rendered got a 12. Rendered is going to be 7. So 20 to 25.
You mean Dynasty?
Dynasty? For Grendridge, no! You're gonna mess with me forever. There's gonna be so many names, hundreds of names, that you'll be able to do this forever.
BM.
Oh, I got 11.
Alright. What'd you get?
5.
Ooh.
Not good.
Alright, what'd you get?
Also 11.
Ooh, you probably got higher decks.
Mine's 12. We're tied again. I mean, you can,
Yeah, you can choose if you want.
You can go. Okay.
Alright, so here we go. So, you see this creature, this large elemental moving forward. As it does so, you see it kind of lift off, nothing beneath it, and it just starts soaring towards the rest of you. Dennisine shot, so it's gonna go. Then as it kind of hovers above, about 10 feet above the ground, you see it kind of swirls down, and then it's going to slam back, and you see almost like these two fists almost emerge out and form back with like this almost like storm and winter effect forming within the air, and it's going to slam down on Denistine. Ooh, that's going to hit.
That's not
Oh, both are Grendridge, excuse me.
That's Grandridge.
Said it again.
Did your Thunderjaw get an attack of opportunity?
No, I think it flew.
Yeah, it flew.
Oh.
Yeah, it flew. So it slams back and it's gonna do 26 damage to
Damn.
Grendridge. So boom, boom,
Defense was that hit?
2.
Okay.
Um,
Not the worst. Okay, that's
and then that is it. So that is the end of its turn. So, on to you. Fuck this.
where's your
No, it's our first.
Yeah. I was gonna say, is it
It was Grendridge. I forgot Grendridge. Just yeah, he's gonna stay within, but he's gonna move just right over here. Then he's gonna attack. He turns back. I guess we're just gonna have it come to us. It's gonna miss. Yeah, we're gonna go one more. Oh, nat 1. Yeah, that's pretty much his turn. All right, fuck this. On to you.
I'm gonna slam into it anyway. 15 feet.
Actually, I think that was like 10 feet.
Ooh.
Go.
You were at half movement.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
So
you
this
only
would be
have 15.
5.
Mhm.
Is he 10 feet from me? Bitch.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
upgraded.
Alright, I'm gonna try to hit it with my halberd, see if I do any damage.
All right.
14 to hit.
Now, is this a magical weapon?
Yes.
Is it a magical?
Plus 2.
It's
Yes.
Plus 2.
Oh yeah, that's right. What was it?
14.
Just misses.
So
Okay.
14 total? 14 base.
14 total.
Did you
I rolled
did
a-
you get the plus 2 on it too?
Yeah, he just swings back and just
So
it just kind of cuts through the
You can
air.
attack again.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
he's going to.
Yeah, plus 2.
That's what you do.
16.
That just hits. As you see, it kind of cuts through and then it grabs purchase.
12 damage from the halberd.
Okay, 12 damage already.
Weapons hit.
Yes. You cut into it and you notice that it kind of pierces like this light blue as it pierces into
So,
it. You
because
see
I'm a-
this.
Because I'm like gold fire base dragonborn, when I
Mhm.
smite, is it red? Is it fire or is it just
I don't know. Is it?
Radiant damage.
Yeah, it's-
radiant?
Yeah.
I'm gonna smite.
Oh yeah.
Extra 9 damage. So
Okay,
21
so
damage
21 total. Nice. Nice. All right. That is on to Gildor.
Yeah, I'm going to use my concentration on undead
Okay.
to summon a zombie
All right.
and put him right here.
God.
And then
How
I'm
many
going.
summons do you have?
I'm going to walk up 15 feet close to him.
You are?
Yeah, me.
You are 15.
No, I'm like I want on him. Yeah.
Oh.
And then I'm going to use my face step
Okay.
to move 30 feet that way.
Now, as you go close to him, you see this creature, after being struck by him, start swirling. And I need you and all of your summons to give me a strength saving throw.
You have plus 3 because you're
How-
within 10 feet.
Anybody that is within 15 feet.
Am I?
This is
Strength save?
not 27.
Oh, that's good.
You're good.
16, 14,
Plus 3?
19.
You said plus 3?
This one fails.
17.
Are you 10
All right,
feet
so-
within me?
Oh, fuck. It's 10 feet?
Everyone passed besides the red dice yelled.
Okay, so
14.
on a failure, if you failed, which I needed to beat a 15,
Damn.
so if you
Sick.
did not beat a 15, you are going to take 20 points of bludgeoning damage from these icicles that are swirling within this. And then they're not like they're not piercing into you, they're slamming into you. And then you are going to be flung 20 feet away. So, hang on, no, I get to decide.
okay.
It's off the
I thought-
dice roll.
I thought it was okay.
Nope. So this guy, hang on, these got to be spread onto actual things. If they're around. So this one failed.
Yeah.
It's flung that way. Who else failed?
All of my
Me.
guys.
You.
Yeah.
And then once you land, you're going to take another 5 points of bludgeoning damage being slammed in, and you are knocked prone. If you actually, I need a dexterity saving throw to see if you are knocked prone.
Fucking bad?
It needs to be to 13.
No.
You are knocked prone.
Okay.
So until the start of your next turn. Yeah. That's
Okay.
it.
Now I'm gonna face step 30 feet in that direction.
Okay.
So I'm gonna need a wisdom saving throw.
Change this thing.
Nat 20.
He passes. Okay, now we get to all my goonies hitting them.
Goodness.
So
All
my
right.
command, the Thunder Beast is gonna get in range. We're gonna start with the zombie. It's my concentration spell. I just got 20.
Nice.
So it's 1d6 plus 6, double. 8, 16 damage, and I need a DC 16 Constitution save.
Wait, hang on, I gotta roll for Dynasty.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Rendered.
Yeah. I need a DC 16 Constitution save.
Failed.
It's paralyzed.
Is it immune?
It has no effect. You notice that the creature
Sad.
has no effect.
Yeah.
You just see that.
Had to try.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else?
Hey, so my yeah, I got 4 fucking.
Let's go. Come on. Let's start rolling.
Thunder Beast. 18.
Hits.
This is 40. Where's I need the 6. Am I blind? Here it is. 11. 19 plus 7.
26.
25.
26.
And that's a DC 12 strength save.
14 passes.
No, I'm just gonna
Okay.
miss, hit, miss,
You need more d20s.
hit. 2 hits,
Okay.
3 and 2.
Skeletons. How much?
Skeletons did a total of 10 damage.
All right. Nice. Good damage. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Or I'm on to you. So you see this just
Now it needs
swirling.
to roll a Constitution save.
15?
It fails. It's poisoned. It can be poisoned.
Cannot be. You notice that it has no effect. All right.
Well, okay. I am going to.
The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my action to cast Aura of Vitality. That is a 3rd level spell, which lets me, for the next minute, as long as I maintain concentration, I can use my bonus action to restore 2d6 hit points to somebody.
Okay.
So I'm immediately going to use my bonus action to give, I guess, Grendrich 2d6 HP. Fuck yeah. Okay, that'll work. He just got 5 HP back.
All right.
And I'm gonna do whatever I can to make myself not a fucking threat to this thing.
All right, well, you just want to hang out? From what you can tell, it seems as if things that are like 15 to 20 feet
I
within range.
want to be outside of that range.
Yeah, you're 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine.
All right, you chill. All right, so at the end of that, ooh, okay. You got a lot of these things going on over here.
What gives me a good
So.
Constitution?
That's pretty annoying. So we're gonna, yeah. This thing is going to turn. And it's going to, actually, first. Oh, yeah. So, in the beginning of its turn, it's going to swirl once again. So I need strength saves from everybody within 15 feet. Or, excuse me, 20 feet.
It needs to be 15.
Or 15 feet. If it fails,
I'm just gonna be pissed. I'm
This
like,
one
what?
fails.
yeah, it's got to be 15 or it
All-
fails.
Yeah, all of them pass besides the green.
Okay, so if you fail, you're going to take 18 points of bludgeoning damage. You're going to be flung this way. Which one failed?
The green D4.
So it's going to slam into these two and not take damage, or excuse me, not get flung as far. These are both going to get moved. 5 is this. Which one is this? This here? We'll say it's here. These are going to swing, just move. Those both are going to take 1d6. They're going to take... So they all take 5 damage from getting slammed into each other. And then I need dexterity saving throws for anybody else that's failed. See if you're knocked prone.
It was 15, correct?
15.
The one
Alright.
that got slammed is not through.
Okay. Alright, then it's just gonna slam. It's going towards right here. Hola!
Shield.
shield. Immediately, as you see the storm just terrorize, ripping through, it is going to go out and now 20.
That hits.
Okay, next one. 19.
That hits.
All right, so you're gonna take 25 points of bludgeoning damage as it just slams down into you twice. That is the end of its turn. All right, so Brendridge
Good job.
is going to turn, and he is going to make his way to about here, and he's going to reload his crossbow and stand there. Yeah. And so, Marcus, on to you.
I don't have to move. Flanking +2. Yes.
Yep.
Attack twice.
Okay,
So that'll be 21 to hit.
that hits.
Or 14 doesn't hit, so it hits. For 11 damage with the halberd. And
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and use the second spell slot to smite. 14.
Ooh.
Another 8.
Ooh. 22, so 33 total?
Yeah, 33 total.
Nice. Nice. Okay, so as you do this and you just rip back and slam into the back side of it, you then release these smites into it. You realize the storm, the swirl of it starts to slowly subside. You see that the monstrous swirling abyss, some of the snow start falling, the chunks. And now this once, almost large wintry storm of an elemental is now turning into just this softened air element. Now unfused, loosening some of its grip with its strength. On to you.
I'm gonna go ahead and back. Since I didn't move, I'm just gonna go
You're
ahead
good.
and I'll go ahead and back up my.
Okay. On to you, Gildor.
I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds
Risk it for the bit.
on it, baby. 16 plus 8.
Yep, that hits. Yeah.
$11. 19 necrotic damage. And then I'm going to face step again. 30 feet. Closer to Jake.
So as you do this and you get ready to phase step,
Next to me.
you.
Here.
What was your spell?
Inflict Wounds.
Inflict wounds.
So I touched it with
Right.
necrotic damage.
And as you do so, you see the air start to almost turn to like this blackish green and start wilting. And then in a moment, just drop right before you and halt. See the wind around and everything stop. You see Grendridge turn, loading his crossbow in hand. Damn it!
Got him.
I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna start. I got this for another fucking 9 rounds. You bitches are getting healed. I'm
Alright.
using it.
Heal all my own dead.
Yeah. No. Grendridge gets another 9 HP.
Okay.
All right. How's he looking? Is he,
He's missing 13.
all right. That's another 7.
Okay.
So that's 3.
I'm good. You can spread out the love.
No, you're gonna get another 6.
I'm good now. Now I'm
Okay.
topped.
How are you doing on HP?
Wasn't touched.
14.
You need 14.
No, I have.
You get there's another 8, so that's 5. That's another 6.
Those
So
strength
that's the
saving
6.
throws, they weren't half damage, right?
6.
Is that it?
I'm gonna give myself
So 14.
8.
The damage was like getting picked up. And
So that
caught in the
was the
storm.
7th. So I'm gonna give another 10 to me, which is 18. I'm gonna give mine the 8. No, that was the 7th. So this is the 8th.
So while he's healing, what are you guys doing? You guys starting?
I'm going to command my little bitch skeletons
Okay.
to walk in a random direction until they die.
How much HP?
Okay, so
Do you need any more?
How long
HP?
do they last?
Yeah.
You got another
Until they're
5
killed.
and
Well,
another
little
if,
ones.
If we're gonna hop over to another thing, which time follows?
Okay. You got
Well,
another.
what are you guys
No,
doing?
because I'll just be able to get more.
You just got another 16 HP. Right.
That max.
Yeah, I am also.
You see these like skeletons that were once like just
Just into the
ripped
like,
out of the
go
ground, just
Away from
start
town, please.
walking
into the fall.
into the snow and the abyss, into the night now, as it is night. And just after a few moments, they're
Back.
they're out of sight.
The elemental. Is there anything left?
Nothing. Just a clump of like, just basically like stone, a
No,
little
like,
bit of like
core or
soot.
anything?
Nope, not from what you can tell.
Full HP, full HP, full, relatively full HP.
I'm gonna-
Range is good.
Anybody have like an MP vial or?
Yes, I have 9 of them.
Put the soot in there and maybe give it to the guy.
Render's turns.
Great idea. Great idea.
That is pretty smart. He might appreciate that.
I've been reading more.
He might also know where we can
I'm
stay
taking
the night.
notes on you.
I'm also let's do that.
Now, this Gerald guy, wait a minute. Let's just be on the same page now that we're not in his thing. Can we trust this guy? We can, can't we? What's going on here? We didn't really, I guess, ask a million questions, but we kind of
He seemed
understand.
pretty straightforward.
Yeah, but what we should have maybe dropped off the toy first.
He straight up told
They
us
told us that wouldn't like.
if we drove off.
Well, then maybe
Orphanage
we
is a
should at
terrible
least
place.
go see him. Or are we just gonna get the house, then go?
Yeah, we're gonna establish.
See, I'm always a step behind you guys. This is why you guys are leading. All
That's why
right.
we asked you if you wanted to raise him, you know?
Yeah,
I'm just waiting until the
Yeah,
next
that's
time I
it,
can sit back and drink.
that is not a problem.
Cause
And you're already a better caretaker for the boy than the orphanage.
listen, let's just know one thing. If I'm gonna do all this, if we get to Albazine, let's say, don't go too hot. For me, at least.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run.
You just fake your death.
And he kind of ponders on it. And at that moment, what are you guys doing? You just kind of see him in thought, like.
I mean, I am a necromancer. I
So-
can fake a body.
Didn't take very. What time is it when we came out here?
That's about 9:30 at this point. Yep. It's dark, but it's not like middle of the night. That fight, took 2 rounds, 10, 15, 20 seconds of
have
intense,
to-
just, and then.
It's a ritual spell.
Yeah.
I mean, the other ones could be harder. We don't know, but they should hop over to the next one.
I mean,
Or would you rather rest?
we're all topped off. We're all pretty
Pretty topped
tough.
off. I still have level 3 spell slots. I can summon more skeletons.
I've got one.
I've got a couple more slots left.
Like the fucking thing didn't even hit my thunder beast.
I feel like we're
Joey's healthy as he can be. I can summon another zombie.
Yeah.
I'll probably do a ghost
How
though,
long do your skeletons last? Why'd you send them all?
because they're all almost dead.
Oh, okay.
They we almost killed them.
Yeah. Well,
They're falling apart.
how far away would the next closest site be?
couple miles, maybe.
The one that,
About, from what you could tell, about another mile and a half.
and what time of day is it?
9:30ish p.m.
Oh, it's getting late? Oh,
Yeah, it's dark. Yeah, it's dark.
Do we want to do this at night?
I mean, oh yeah,
How's the
you
moon?
can't see in the dark.
How's the moon look?
Yeah.
We just fought in the dark.
I'd say at this point, give me a nature check or a survival check if you want to see kind of what's kind of going on. I mean, the moon in the most part is
I'm the storm. That's where
That is a 3.
not quite sure. The storm is kind of impeding most of your vision, and you're not quite sure.
I think let's go for the next one. I still have like all my spells. Like shit, let's just take a short rest and I'll have like all my spells.
get them back.
Yeah, I get arcane. I get half my levels. I can get another. I can fix my third level spell slot.
Can you really?
Registrants, I'm ready to go. If we can just run that right now.
Spell
I
slot's equal
mean,
to half my level.
now I'll tell you that the snow, from what you can tell, is kind of deep. So if you guys go, it'll take you probably
Yeah.
about an hour to get to the next storm.
Yeah, If I transformed into a dire wolf, would you be able to take a short rest, like riding me?
I'd probably make you take like a athletics check.
I could just ride my Thunder Beast.
Oh, it's also true. Alright, never
That's
mind.
and that's a large creature.
Never mind. Do that instead. That's fine.
Are you doing that?
Yeah, he can just carry me in his mouth.
I could just be like a
So-
pelican.
So what, you're summoning it?
No, I already have
Sorry, yeah.
pieces out.
Oh, that's right, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So the rest of you guys doing? Heading that way? All
Fucking walking along.
right, so you guys start heading off. You guys make it about 30, 40 more minutes. You can start seeing off in the distance another storm that kind of looks to be, I'd say, picking up. You notice it's not quite as big as you thought it might be, but you also see something else like large boulders and rock being thrown around off in the side of the distance. You see almost like these two, like almost storms colliding in a way. You see one of like stone being like ricocheted off this wind, just being tossed and swirled around and just slamming into the landscape all around you.
Was it take a different approach than the last one?
Just go right into it. Skeleton, not a bitch.
Well, yeah, is this also just like essentially just like a plain field?
Yeah,
Not
this is
desert?
storm territory for the most part. It's completely
Not a lot of cover.
ravaged. Yeah, there's no coverage for the most part. It's just like open field and snow. In some places, there's like deep, where the storm is ripped through, just deep snow.
I'm
Just imagine like a huge flat plain
Yeah.
where they created like a test storm. They just let it go in this field. That's kind of where you guys have ventured a town that's located essentially there. So the topography is not crazy.
Alright. Yeah, let's make visual contact, and if there's anything notable we can do, we'll figure it out then.
All right, so you guys walk a little bit longer, a couple more minutes. You guys make it again about 200 feet. As you guys get there, give me a perception check.
Real quick, out of character question. Bless, is it 1d4 just once?
For every attack.
Yep.
Every attack you make while under blessed, you add 1d4 to hit. Yeah.
Perception.
Until you, yeah. But if you take
Okay.
damage, you can make those
Okay.
concentration checks though. So,
18.
18.
but you could theoretically use it on his like Thunder Beast, or in Grendrich, right? If it's you, Grendrich, and the Thunder Beast, those are all people who are going to run up and make melee attacks. Fucking again, 12.
Okay, so Gildor, you see as you guys kind of start bridging up over this hill, a large rock creature and a wind-like creature, previously similar to how you had just fought, though this time not with a ton of like this winter, this time mixed with like this thick mud, rock and debris. You see them just sitting here, and you see this small town ripped.
So there's like a
apart.
stone and a mud elemental.
Different elementals.
It looks as if it's like a wind. It looks as if the air elemental, as if you had previously fought, is like almost, instead of ice this time, imbued with like mud and like debris. Picked up tons of huge chunks of debris. And you see the other one looks to be like a rock or stone golem of some sort, and you see it throwing stones into the storm as it's like cycling, throwing tons of storm or debris everywhere.
Do you have water spells?
I don't know what mud's weak against, but I know rocks are usually thunder stuff.
No.
I thought mud was something.
Gildor is saying
I
that.
was not prepared to fight things today. I can talk to animals.
I thought
You can
mud.
shape change and maul this thing.
Grangers, I don't think those are fucking animals.
I thought
Yeah.
I thought Earth was electricity. Like,
You ground electricity.
If you played Pokemon,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
like that doesn't work.
Electric actually
Ground
can't get
Pokemon
ground.
are
They're
immune
They're
to
electric.
electricity.
Yeah, yeah. Flying enemies are weak to electric.
Alright, so what
but
you
it's
guys
also
doing?
Dungeons and Dragons.
What are you guys doing?
Where air elementals are resistant to lightning, so who the fuck knows? There's two of them. They're fucking. Are they just hanging out together? Just
I mean, Gildor is the only one that really sees it unless you guys start going up
Well, I say, I tell
What did he roll?
24.
27.
Get it right. Like, I think we just fucking roll up. I can try and said. You were Grandridge. I do have Fairy Fire, which would definitely work at the very least on Blood Golem. Last time I was going to use it, but then you surrounded it by skeletons. Everyone within the range, all of your skeletons would have been lit up.
Dude, they're suicide. They're skeletons, dog.
All right. I'll keep that in mind then.
It's far.
All right then.
If only Dennis.
Oh yeah. He is here. Right here.
Right, he is here. Apparently he's here sometimes, but not all the time. Alright, so what are you guys doing?
So we just run up on this thing.
What? Yes. I don't have any thing I can buff people with. So good luck.
I'm just gonna toss my whip it.
I mean, yeah, I could.
Right now, you guys are about 400 feet away.
Yeah, we got.
So you guys can approach,
We definitely.
but there are two, so whichever you guys want to do.
Are they? They're relatively close to each other.
Yeah, they're about 30, 40 feet.
Okay. Do we want to choose one to focus down?
I say we take the earth one out because it's throwing rocks around.
That's Grandridge looks at you. My bow and sword didn't quite do that great against that air one last time.
You might be able to stab the mud one.
That's the one I'd rather go after.
Yeah.
Personally.
Everyone else that has magical stuff is gonna fucking kill the earth one. There's an earth and a mud.
Well, the earth is like an air element and dirt.
Air slash
Isn't there one that hit
stone and air slash.
Yeah, like earth and stone, and then you have one that's like air and mud.
Let's kill the stone.
We have a flying rock type and
Yeah,
a rock
one-
ground type.
Yeah, one is literally on the ground, and the other one is like.
Yeah. All right. All right. Fucking focus the one on the ground, and then we'll deal with the flying.
All right, so you guys start approaching, and you guys want to? We'll just keep same initiative. You guys cool with that? Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Bless.
Oh, right. All right, let's re-roll initiative here.
That's. I mean, if we technically.
Nope, here we go.
We could just let me go.
So as
first.
you guys go up, hang on, is there any surprise actions that you guys want to do? Because currently they are making their way up, and you guys are pretty far away.
As we get close, Grandrich, if your weapons aren't magic, I don't think they're helping. You can use my quarterstaff. It's a magic. It'll fucking actually fuck the up.
We could just
Kinda
You
just-
guys just want to flip the initiative, or are we rerolling?
Sure we can-
I rolled a lot better, so I want the new one.
I don't
Well,
really
you'd be
care.
second.
Here you go.
Like
you can go
there's
second.
technically nothing stopping us from keeping our initiative and then just having me go first. We could have absolutely
I'm
done that.
fine.
It's up to you guys.
There we go. So
Want magic thing? You can't do anything fancy, but it would.
not really for staffs though.
Okay.
Yeah, but
The swords-
that thing's guaranteed to hurt the thing, though.
Give me a persuasion check.
You don't have to use it.
Yeah, but you just told him it's guaranteed to murder.
17.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, it's a magic weapon.
All right.
I want it back, but
Kind of looks and sees if anybody's around, and then takes it. God,
you can't do anything fancy with it.
I'm
But
not gonna break it, am I?
paid a lot for
I'm
this.
gonna slam into a rock creature with it.
I mean, yeah, but
Well,
rocks-
Well, here we go.
bludgeoning damage.
Now, what are you guys doing?
Is this the party action or is this?
If you guys are gonna try something, I'm gonna need stealth actions. Try and get.
I just want to
That's
catch
what
Bless.
You can do that, yeah.
You're blessing the Thunder Beast and what, him?
I can get you real close to this guy real quick. You in?
I'll bless Grandridge.
I'm in.
And me.
I mean, yeah, as soon as we open up, I'm gonna vortex mark Grandridge on top of the mud creature, the rock one,
How far does that go?
90 feet. So as soon as we're 90 feet,
Okay, when you get to about 200-ish feet,
yeah.
you guys start making it to about 150 feet, I'm gonna need stealth checks to get closer.
Are you summoning your skellies again?
No.
Who all did you bless?
You or no? Grandrich.
Okay.
And my
I failed.
Stealth check?
Yep.
17.
What was it?
Failures.
I
Doesn't even know.
I have disadvantage.
I didn't do the. I rolled low.
Light, or you're wearing heavy armor or something.
11, 9, 10.
I didn't even do the math.
No, I want to. What's
No.
the dragon pipe?
Oh,
what is it?
Oh, that's right.
10?
It's mine.
17?
Okay, so as you guys start running up into the snow, you make decent amount of noise. You see one of the gold or the earth elemental turn. The rocks stop flying for just a second. And then you see it turn, and you see rocks just, and he starts just taking from the ground, and you see snow has already been broke, and he's deeper, and you see his hands just start throwing debris towards you guys.
Is he saying anything in primordial?
No, he's just throwing rocks.
Gotcha.
Give me a dexterity
Where are we? Are we all
saving
Are
throw.
we all together?
Yeah, you guys are kind of still spread out, I
like a
assume.
line and
Yeah.
stuff, yeah.
Where were you guys at? You guys
I
were
got
making your way up?
17 and my Thunder Beast got 14.
How far? We'll say your Thunder Beast is here. You haven't dead yet, so we'll just keep it off the side. What was your dex saving throws?
14.
14?
Does Bless work on saving throws?
Yes. Attack rolls or saving throws.
All right.
Yes, I'm the only one that's supposed to.
Okay, so it's 18 for my Thunder Beast.
11, 12.
Get fucked.
All right, you're good. I need
15.
I need 15s on
I
your
failed again.
on your dex saving throws.
Passing.
Damn.
All right, so as you guys are all running up, you guys do so, but as this happens, you see this debris. You guys are dodging left, right. After a couple, you guys managed to do so, but then you see one you didn't see, Orem. It kind of caught you off at the last second. As it does so, it's going to make its way right on into you for 18 points of bludgeoning damage. You see this like small debris in this boulder kind of kick and roll. You dodge over it, but it kind of just rolls off your shoulder, almost ripping part of your cloak or your attire and everything off. But as it does so, it does it. You guys push on forward. We'll say that was it. Now, let me roll real quick. No. All right, so Orm, now it's on to you.
Okay. That is within 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Perfect. I'm gonna vortex warp Rendrich. In right there on top of this one.
Tossing him.
Yeah. So
Okay.
he just teleports 90 feet forward.
Right, so.
Yeah.
All right, so he just, as he does so, you just see.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to turn into a fucking dire wolf. Why not? And then I'm gonna move. So my dire wolf is a large creature. So
Okay.
is it still half movement and everything?
You will be able to do athletic checks to be able to go
Okay.
through. So
Then I'm gonna move as far forward as possible. It's
All right.
50 feet
Yep.
normally.
Give me an athletics check. It needs to pass a 12. As long as you pass that, you can move normal.
Yes, natural 20.
Yep. All right, so you're good. So you can move as normal.
50 feet. Move me just 50 feet forward. Slightly off to the side. I would like to be 20 feet away from that creature. I've noticed that they have a certain radius of threat, and I'll stay outside of that for a single turn.
All right. Anything else?
That's my whole turn.
All right, Gildor.
Okay, I'm going to cast. I'm gonna try to move. Can I move this way? I just fucking.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Super good. Where?
It's close to.
Zombie?
Can I get within
This guy?
19 feet of this guy
You?
with me?
19 feet.
90.
Yeah. If you go here, that's 30.
Can I have that?
Yeah.
Move me. Yeah, then I'm gonna need. I'm gonna cast Tasha's Mind Whip on this one.
Okay.
Then it needs a 16 intelligence saving throw.
16 intelligence?
Yep.
Oh no. -3.
Okay, it takes 3d6 damage.
Okay.
Psychic damage for
And it gives a brain freeze.
8. It takes
You
8
just
psychic
see-
damage. And on its
then-
next turn, it gets to choose between moving and action or bonus action. You can choose one.
Movement, action, or bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay, so I
You
get
can choose
one of my
And
actions.
it gets no reactions.
This is the mud one or the?
Okay,
This-
the mud one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna command my Thunder Beast to guard me.
Okay.
So I want it to move as close to me as it can.
Alright, so it's going to go here. Or is that how you want it?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
I've literally
Alright.
labeled them.
Fuck this.
types.
On you.
I'm just gonna dash 30 feet.
So you need like repulsion breath downwards to jet back. Like rocket jump.
That's it.
Okay, so the
You know the
other
javelin?
elemental,
No, you double dash. Never mind.
as this happens, you see it stop swirling. It's then going to move to here. You see it lift and then land. As it lands here, you see the debris, this time not imbued with ice, go and start swirling once more. I need strength saving throws. I need this to pass a 16,
fail. Pass.
and this takes damage even if you pass it because of the debris in this one. The stones and all of the large chunks. You are
Gildor himself failed.
okay, so if you are within 15 feet of this, you are going to take
Wait, no, I passed.
Thunder Beast does. Oh, or you get +3. Yeah.
Yeah, I passed.
so even well, okay, so if everybody passes, you don't get lodged, but from the debris just slamming around, you guys take 16 points.
Damn, that's halved. I assumed. Probably shouldn't have seen.
No, not halved.
It was 8 total if you pass.
No, it's 16. You just don't get launched.
Yes. Okay.
You take the damage regardless because you're close. And this is every turn I will let you know until he can't concentrate this or something. You don't know the thing. And now I need dexterity checks from you guys as you are in here getting hit by this debris to see if you were knocked prone from the actual chunks of debris. This needs to pass at 13.
Pass.
17.
Good, good, good. So everybody's good. So at that point, it's then just going to turn and it's going to slam into Gildor.
Shield.
All right, here we go. First attack is 27 or a 19, and then an 11. So one hits. You're gonna take 13 points of bludgeoning damage, and then Rendridge, he's going to slam with his new staff. Do you know what the plus is to that?
It's his.
Or
it's
I
his
mean
one.
It's a
the
plus
the
one.
damage. I mean.
It's as a
D8?
1d8 if he's using it two
Okay, I was just making sure it's D8.
1d8 plus
He's
all
blessed
of
too.
2,
He's blessed.
13, and then I'm gonna action surge him.
I was gonna say he is a +1.
So he just
Yeah, there's-
wielding back. Oh my god, dude! I rolled a literal 2, 3, 8, and a 3. Yeah,
Were any of those blessed? Count those d4s.
yeah. Well, here I'll use 2. I need a D4. You have my D4. D4.
You got one right there, the yellow one.
Oh, no. 2.
Plus 3. Nope. So here I'm just gonna keep this one. Nope. So he goes up, literally just he turns. This thing isn't working. And that is the end of his. And now the beginning. The elemental. He gets 1. He's going to turn. And he's just going to slam now back into Rendridge. 17 just barely hits. He's going to take 16 points. And he's going to slam one more time.
Oh yeah, you can.
And that's going to hit 27. Jeez. 28 points of damage into Grandridge. You see him before you just get boom, slammed down. That took a big chunk from him. That's the end of its turn. Orm, onto you.
So I'm gonna move. This is 5, 10, 20, 25. So that's without having to move make an athletics check or anything. Yeah, so I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
And then I'll try and move the last little bit here for the sake of flanking. Actually, I should move first. So I need to make an athletics check. Is that correct?
Yep.
Fucking no.
Then halved, so 25 feet.
Huh?
That's it. Your movement's over.
Okay. Then I'm gonna fucking just make an attack.
Ready.
Oh, 16 plus a fucking shit ton, so that'll hit. And so that is this. Oh, and I can move. It doesn't matter. It's built in. 5 plus 3 is 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
It is not magic.
Alrighty.
And it needs to make a DC 14 strength save or be knocked prone.
It failed.
And it be knocked prone.
Yep.
Neat. And
I'm
I'm
making
gonna,
sure.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to make a fucking
Yeah, so as you go up, you just see it and just
12
fall
hit
down.
it. 12 hit.
No. 12 does not hit.
That's my turn.
Alrighty. Now, as you go up and you slam into it, I will tell you that you notice this creature is very hardy, very thick, and the damage that you do to it was somewhat negligible.
That's what I assumed.
Alright, Gildor.
I'm going to cast Poison Spray.
Okay.
That's a 16 con save, I'm pretty sure.
Alright.
On the wind thing.
Fail.
That is 2d12. Eight poison damage. And then I'm gonna need a DC 16 Wisdom save.
What was it? 8 poison damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see it has very little effect.
I'm gonna teleport here, and I need a Wisdom save.
By no.
Pack tech. Fucking never mind.
It's
No.
frightened.
Damn,
Okay.
Stupid.
But which one?
The mud one, not the stone one.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have my undead hit it. It misses.
Okay, we'll just use this one for frightened.
No, this one's frightened.
Okay.
What'd you roll?
I missed. It,
Alright. How do you fuck this?
getting flanking, dog.
If I like attacked, can I use bonus action to disengage?
Not
No.
only specific classes can do it.
Yeah.
Specific classes are goblins.
So if I moved here, since I have reach, is that still an attack of opportunity?
You need to move
So you
within
would
its
have reach, right?
range.
You don't know if it has reach.
So you can move around it without proccing. It is only when you leave its reach.
And you don't know if it has reach.
Okay.
Attack twice. 16. 16 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, so that's gonna hit. So both attacks will hit. 10, 16, plus 8.
16 plus 8.
24 damage.
Okay, 24.
Cut with smites.
I have one more smite spells.
It's a usual will do spell.
Alright, is that it? Fuck this?
Yeah.
Alright, as you do that, you see once again the creature starts swirling. As it does so, I need everybody around the air elemental to give me a strength saving throw. And as this happens,
It passes.
this is a 16.
Yep.
16. So.
Do. 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
It
And then it is going to...
can't approach me.
Can't approach you?
Yeah, it
Okay.
can.
While it's frightened, does it have a disadvantage on attacks while you're in line of sight?
Yes.
Okay, so it can't approach you.
Why?
So it has to say how many feet? 30 feet away. So we're gonna go here.
Do I get a reaction?
Yeah, both of my.
Yep. So as you see it lifts up, and right before you see it take off, you can swing at it. Attack of opportunity.
I just get one.
My undead hits it too.
Okay. I should have moved in.
15 to hit.
Misses. 15 just hits.
22. It needs to make a set DC.
19.
DC passes.
Or wait, hang on, that was cocked. That was cocked. That was cocked.
Right.
Ability checks. It's not safe. It's
Never
ability
mind.
checks.
It failed actually because it was cocked.
It's frightened.
Oh, then it's prone here.
It can't be knocked prone.
Okay.
All right, so you just
I
see
did
it
eight-
take off.
I did 8 damage.
8 damage to it.
So
Okay.
opportunity attacks, I just get one thing, right? I wouldn't.
No, you don't get. You don't get.
Then as it goes, it lands. It's going to turn and it's going to swing twice.
It's at disadvantage.
Okay. Disadvantage 13 into Grendridge. That'll miss. And 11, both will miss. So you see just a swirl, and you see Grendridge. He just ducks down, dodging all of it. He turns. Now, him. Grendridge is going to go Balin. So he's going to go this way. And he's going to turn to you. If that happens, monster's going to get. No, it used it. So it can't attack. He turns to you, Orem. All right, so I want my sword back. I don't want this thing. Here.
I never took his sword, and I'm also a wolf.
He just looks at you. Fuck. He drops it. He looks back and you see his sword is about like 120 feet
You
back,
carry his
sticking out of it. He looks and then he just pulls out his crossbow. All right, he turns and he's just gonna fire right at him. Natural 19. It's gonna hit. Okay. Okay. So he does 18 points of piercing damage to the wind one, half though, because it's not magical. So he's gonna do 9. All right. Okay. Now it is on to Big Beast. He's going to stand up. As he does so, he's gonna turn, looking right at you, Orem. He's gonna slam. As he does so, he's going to 15 and a
Miss.
12.
Miss.
All right, both will miss. You will then see him turn. He's going to slide underneath the ground, and you're going to see the ground start breaking, and he's going to go from here to here. So everything in this line, actually, he's going to go all the way through here because he's got movement.
So he used half movement to stand up.
Oh, true. He doesn't have movement. So we're going to go here.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So
Great. Oh.
Here comes the Geb ultimate.
he can go.
That's a
Here.
right. So who's gonna get?
So as he goes through here, I need dexterity saving throws.
That's
from
Grendridge.
Grendridge and you.
Yep.
And Grendridge passes. You need to pass a 14, or you're going to be knocked prone. Okay, you're good. So both of you feel this. You both will take 6 points of bludgeoning damage, though, from the ground erupting. As that happens, it's going to turn right at you, Gildor, and then its turn. All right. Orm.
All right. Okay. I don't care about that.
Breaking my immersion, bro.
Oh, actually, I'm technically a large.
You just hear.
I'm still attuned to my stick.
Giggity.
So I'm a big dog. There's a stick on the ground. Can I pick up the stick in my mouth?
I mean, the wand?
The quarterstaff.
No, the porter.
It's
Or, I mean, not the
my
wand, the
quarterstaff,
staff. I mean, yeah.
Can I fucking smack a bitch with it?
He's also a monk. I mean, I don't see why not. He doesn't really gain anything from doing it.
It's not 100% true.
Yeah, because, I mean, I'd say it'd be a disadvantage.
Maybe not at his proficiency bonus.
Yeah, or add your proficiency, yeah.
Nah, that's fine. can't really just pick up this 10 because I think I make bite attacks. So I'm just gonna fucking ignore the fucking thing for now.
Okay.
I guess I'll try and just. This one's taken a lot more damage though. This one has taken a lot.
He's
more
not quite
damage.
sure what to do, ladies and gentlemen.
No. My whole fucking life has just been turned down in the last like 3 seconds. So
What he thought turned to not.
I'm gonna run over here. Just make a
Here you go.
fucking attack. No, I will not do that. I take that back. I'm gonna attack that one. Okay, 13 plus 6, so that'll hit. Nice. It takes 12 piercing damage. Not magic, but it needs to make a DC 14 strength save and be knocked prone.
Ooh, the Earth one again?
Yeah.
And it is failed.
Nice.
Dex
It's prone.
save, yeah, failed. Natural 8.
It's a strength save.
What does it need to be?
14.
8, 13, nope, just barely.
Then I'm gonna use my bonus action attack.
So you just once again.
The exact same thing. Yeah, so that'll hit.
This is just knocking this Earth guy down, dude.
Yeah, that's the goal. It takes
Time to fucking
another
for
7
the crit.
non-magical bludgeoning.
How much total? Sorry.
Fucking the first one was 9 plus
9.
3 is 12,
12.
plus another 7.
Okay, so 19 total.
Yes.
Very good. All
And
right.
he's prone by the time it's
Yep.
this would be quartering.
All right, so Gildor.
Okay, I'm going to inflict wounds.
Flanking.
Flanking set was that
You have
plus-
advantage because he's prone.
+2. 19, so that hits.
Yep.
The 3d10. Yeah. Where is my other d10? Am I blind? 9. 14 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And then I am going to walk backwards.
Moonwalk through the snow. Remember, damn it, your
And
your
wait,
movement's
this guy to
halved.
move here.
Remember, your movement's halved.
Yeah. So,
I forgot in the beginning. But I moved
and
him
now
30
this
feet.
guy gets to attack with advantage.
Yeah.
+2, he hits. 11,
Good. Big boy.
18, 22 magical bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
Even.
You guys are pumping into him now.
The goal.
Oh, this one is in front.
Okay.
All right, yeah, he's starting to get a little beaten there. Same with the windy one. So, fuck this, on to you.
Well, I've been focused on this one, so I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Inkwell's feat and cast Guiding Bolt, which doesn't. I don't have to use a spell slot for it. It's onto the wind one.
Okay.
It's a range spell attack, and that's technically flanking
Okay.
range spell attack. Yes.
No, not for this. Not for this.
Flanking.
Melee.
Melee.
Oh, natural 20.
Oh, nice.
Dude,
So is it like 46?
Oh,
46.
Yeah, double.
jeez.
Yeah, 8d6 damage.
Oh, that's 11. Those are 2s. I can re-roll those. Plus 7. That's 18. So you have 36.
You can only reroll 1s and 2s with weapons that you're holding with 2
Okay,
Right.
so it was 4. So 15, 30 damage
30
on the
damage.
spell. Radiant damage.
And next attack is
And the next attack. And it's
against
it's
it.
got has a dim light on it, like it's lit up.
Yeah.
You see it becomes almost withered in its swirl, starting to slow. The storm around you starting to lessen. As you do this, it's not finished, but it is very weak.
My
Anything else?
spell, I'm gonna say my spell was a feather with ink on it. Just
You just see like this ink trace just kind of just wick through the air. All right, cool. All right, so after that, we're going on to the wind one.
I'm gonna go ahead and move a little bit.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna turn here. Hang on, let me see if I get some. Oh. All right, we're gonna go. Everybody, except for Grundridge, I need a strength saving throw at 16. Oh, you rolled it.
+0 strength.
Yep, need a strength saving throw 16 here.
Ooh, this matters. Hold on, I gotta look this fucking stat up. We're good.
What damage do you do?
Damage it'll do is 13, regardless. No, it's not halved. It's regardless on this
I'm
one.
unconscious.
Well,
Well, then I guess you don't need a dex save because the next part is going to take one of your death saving throws. Because then the whirl is just going to hit you, so you're going to lose one more death, your first death save.
Wait, the roll is what put me in death saves.
That's the.
Yes, there's a second.
There's a
instance of
second
damage.
whirl. The first part is just to like kind of toss you and does initial
Yeah, I thought-
damage.
I thought the toss.
No, it did. But there's a second source.
There's two damage.
Yes, there's 2 instances.
For this one, yeah, it's not the same as the
You get
last one.
tossed even if you succeed.
No, if you succeed, you don't
Then
get tossed.
he succeeded, so does he
So I
get
didn't get
tossed?
tossed.
Right, so you're still in it to take the damage from the next one. If you get tossed, you don't take the next one because you're not within it. So it's almost better to get tossed.
Interesting.
You almost want to fail it.
So I don't get a failure until next turn.
No, because it's doing it right now.
Yeah, and it's doing it right now. It's already knocked me out. To make me fail again, I have to be within range.
So if
next
you,
turn.
so the way I understand it is it does an instance of damage.
Yep.
You either get tossed, or if you stay. If you stay, it does a second instance of damage.
Which is another, that's one death save.
That's what's happening.
Which is about to happen.
Because you didn't get tossed.
So as long as you are still in this, you're going to take another 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Do that, man.
And then I need a dexterity saving throw. If you are still up in it.
So it's 23 total, no matter what.
Does the second one toss me? Still in it.
No, second one doesn't toss.
It's doing the exact same thing again. So it's
Not the same. No, not the same. This one just does damage.
another
everywhere.
save?
Not a save. This is dex save.
Okay.
This is the dodge the debris on the second one. He's unconscious, so he can't.
What's the dex save?
13.
Okay.
I'm just happy my undead is in concentration. It's just like up.
So I passed both saves, but I'm still taking 23 damage.
Yes. That was.
Or no, if you pass the second one, you don't take the damage from the second one.
Okay.
You don't take 12.
So the first one was 13.
16 saves.
13 was the DC, so you're good. Yeah, so
Okay.
you don't take damage from the second source, so you're good. All right. Now, since he's not in range, he's gonna just beat down on your lizard dude. So 2 attacks. He's a disadvantage in it. Wait,
He's not frightened.
that's what I was just about to say. Okay, so 22,
It is
12 damage into your creature.
18 health.
So it goes and slams into it. And then the next one, 20 hits and 14. So, boom. And that is the end. Grendridge is going to turn. He's going to run up into this one.
He has advantage on these.
And he's going to lay into him. Ooh, yeah. 21. Ooh, that misses. Oh, 18. Yep, just hits barely. All right, so. Nice. All right, so he's going to do 25 points of piercing damage into that one. All right. And then that's it. Here we go. He's going to stand up. And it's going to turn right into you, Orem. And it's going to slam twice. 24 and a 22.
Both will hit.
You're going to take 26 points of bludgeoning damage. And then it is going to just turn there and look as if it's about to go into the ground. You see, it looks at the other creature, but it stops. Orem, onto you.
Okay, I'm a boy again. Okay. Is my staff like at my feet?
Did you grab it?
Not as a wolf. And
No, then it's about 10 feet behind you.
That's what I thought. Well, okay.
Sad no mage yet. Cantrip.
It's a 10-foot radius. You're down. 10-foot radius. Yeah, we're good. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to cast Wither and Bloom, essentially centered on his Thunder Beast.
Okay.
So it should catch both. It's a 10-foot radius, so it should catch these two, and it should catch Gildor.
Okay.
And so they need to make a save of some kind.
What's your wisdom on?
It's +5.
I get 6 HP.
Wisdom save them as you see if it's even worth it. Natural 8, and I think they're both negative.
Con saves.
Oh,
It is
con.
con save, yeah.
They're to the air one.
Both of them. It's, each creature of my choice in a 10-foot radius.
Okay, so the earth is a 13,
It failed.
and the other one is another 13.
They both failed.
All right.
So they take fucking trash. 4 necrotic damage.
As you see this, you once again, just enough, you see the air one turn to like this greenish dark cloud and then kind of just sift down, and the air and the storm kind of around you subside for a moment, and you notice that this one is gone.
Assuming you already did.
Fuck that guy!
You already did the healing.
Grandrich, yeah! It's our guy though! But yeah!
Yeah.
Alright, so, anything else?
No, I don't think I have a bonus action to use. So, no, Oh, no, I do have a bonus action to use. I'm just gonna fucking turn into a goddamn animal again. Turn into a
So you
dino.
just and go back down.
Fucking meat tank, baby!
Alright, so, Gildor.
I'm going to cat. This is the rock one, right?
I don't know, is it?
Yes.
Now I'm just gonna cautious mind whip again. That's an intelligence saving throw.
Net 1.
Yeah. 11 psychic damage.
Okay.
Get no reactions and must choose between an action, a bonus action, or movement next turn.
Okay.
And now my guy, my undead, is going to hit him. And it just nat 20.
Ooh. As you do it, you start seeing just kind of the debris starting to shake as your creature just starts rocking into it.
Like, I only do like 20 blood magic. Because I crit. 20.
20 total?
Yeah. And I'm gonna move 15 back.
Nice. Alright, is that it?
That is it.
Alright, so as you see this, you notice the creatures, the crumbling of this elemental starting to happen. It's starting to become pretty weak. Fuck this. You.
Move up as far as I can.
Okay.
You got reach.
That's the feet. Nice. First, I'm gonna bonus action turn the tides.
Okay.
And anybody who has, I think, that's 30 feet, right?
Does it work on undead?
Yes, this one does. It's not a healing spell. This is my channel divinity. So, anybody who has less than half health. Good. I think you're good. Nice, that's 6. So, 9 points of... 9 sugars. Yes. 9.
I mean, that's a Grandridge.
Yeah, good. Gets it.
I knew he's starting to get low.
Yup, he
Did you
was.
use second wind yet?
Oh my god,
yeah.
I killed my undead.
He did it in the first part when he got hit. He went almost down to half, and he
I guess
kind
I'll,
of took that back, and then
Okay.
he's
then-
down about 15 HP now.
And then I'm gonna go into this guy. 2 attacks.
No, he's pretty good
I
now.
don't know if that person.
Okay.
He's pretty good. No, I mean like
Oh, he's down 15. Oh, okay. I think
Yeah, he's got, like,
Alright, he's getting
65 HP.
18 to hit.
He's fucking great.
1.
He's kind of beefy. He doesn't do a lot of damage, but he's kind of beefy. He's not like a true fighter. He's just got air abilities.
Roll 1.
Yeah. it was-
10, 26 damage with my halberd.
Alright, so how do you want to do it?
Nice. Shit.
Yeah, slam it
I'm
into
just
him.
gonna two-hand over the head slam and split this dude either in half or if he just shatters.
Yeah, so you
whichever
just
one.
rear back and you just and you see it weakening, and with the power you just drive back once again, and you go one more and and it starts cracking, and you drive it home and it just starts splitting. And it just splits this elemental in two, and you just the two sides just sift in half. Sit there, and Grinder just sits there with his crossbow. See, I want something cool like what he's got. Something like that. And at this point, it's decently dark. The wind is swirling around you, but you notice the storm and the sounds have subsided. You see a woman as she kind of leans outside, most likely watching all of this transpire. It's over.
I'm gonna scoop up some more samples into some vials.
I'm gonna take a picture. Hildor loots around.
All right, so you're looting around. Is it over?
You think? We hope.
We were told 3 elementals. That was 3 elementals. Who are you? Why are you out here?
This is our home at one point.
Oh, you're welcome.
Where is your home?
No longer here. It's been destroyed. But
Elemental soup.
thanks. You see her, and then you see 2 more elderly and a couple kids start walking. Inventus safe?
Safer.
Is that where you're heading?
Where we came from, yes.
You mind if we just travel along with you? Are you heading back towards that way? See, they kind of gather a couple things.
Can I insight check this person? 22.
He seems to be telling the truth. She seems worried for her family's safety.
Okay.
She just seems to be like a kind of like a pale, younger female, kind of like a.
I'm not gonna be a wolf anymore, and I'm going to aura vitality again.
I can see going up.
Yeah. So let me just do this.
While you guys are doing that, you guys are just kind of making your way back. It'll take about 2 hours, 2.5 hours-ish to get back to. As you do so, you guys see part of the major storm body off in the distance, kind of swirling about, making its pathways through. Not close to Inventus whatsoever. You see the woman and her elderly family behind, and the 2 children following. You guys travel. Nothing really happens. You guys see a couple direwolf, but nothing that seems to like actually impede on your movement or threaten you. But you see them off in the distance along the forest linings. You guys travel and you guys make your way to Inventus. As you guys enter, you see the son and man now sitting out front. There's a fire happening and a bunch of people are gathering around it. For a small town, this looks to be probably maybe 1/10 of the population around this fire, about 50 to 60 people. They're all gathered around. Food is being brought out. A lot of people, you can tell, don't really have a place to stay due to the recent storms. You guys make your way back in. You see the gentleman in which you guys spoke to leaving the town. Oh, you guys made it. Did you actually quell those storm beasts?
We killed 3 of them.
I mean, I don't know how many were out there, but good on you. So, you guys official storm chasers then?
What makes an official storm chaser?
Normally, those that come and quell whatever happens from the storms. Whenever there's a flare or anything like that that happens in the regions, those are called and usually teleported there from the Red Council to help clear out any of those storms, whatever you fought.
Technically volunteer storm chasers
I think at this point we're just happy to help this area.
might become official storm chasers at some point.
Could be.
And I'm glad you guys arrived when you did. If nobody else would have, who knows what happened. At this point, you guys kind of meander about. If you wish, you can grab food. There's people kind of hanging out, or you guys can head back to Gerald's.
I'll grab some
for
quick food.
For clarification, I have 52 HP to give out.
Ooh, he's dishing.
I've already
all of that.
You get all that. How are you doing, Jake?
Less than half.
Greenwich
But I also have lay on hands, and we're probably
Greenwich
about to
is
rest,
almost full.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. All right, then yeah.
Yeah, he can
If
have
you
it
want
all.
all of it, you gotta take it.
There's 9 HP left.
Oh, is there? All right.
All right, well then he'll take it.
Or Greenwich will take it.
I mean, he can take it if he wants.
Take it. I have lay on hands.
All right, yeah, he's full. Then Greenwich is full.
Or vitality, best healing spell in the game.
All right, so
Favorite.
It's quite.
you guys, fuck this. Grabs a little bit of food. It's just like watered down potato, basically. You guys, if you wish to gather some, if not, you guys kind of meander about. You guys head to Gerald's, or you
Yeah,
guys have other business.
I don't have anything. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Sure.
I can't think of anything else.
All right, so you guys take a couple minutes. You make your way back through. You notice that the city's dying down for the most part. Make your way back to Gerald's. You guys go. You notice that the door is slightly ajar, and he's kind of inside. You see the light on. He kind of
Can we
comes.
see our carriage?
Our caravan.
Caravan? Whatever it is.
Oh, did you guys leave it at his
We
place?
left it at his house with
Yeah, you guys. It's still up there. Yeah, it hasn't been messed with or anything. Life's still in there, and at this point, he's sleeping now. You guys walk up, and he kind of walks out. You see him with a little hat, and it's getting quite cold at night. Oh, back.
I will pull out the 3 vials of different elemental juice.
Oh,
Done.
you see him for a moment, and he just kind of closes his eyes for a second. You see him murmur a couple words. Yes. The mages do report to me that some of the elementals have been quelled. He sits there for another moment or two, and he goes back into the small trance and then comes back out of it. I appreciate it. I've been told that they've all been dealt with, that there's no more in our region currently. Our area seems to be safe. Thank you. 5,000, and like I said, any of the estates in which you want to claim. We can go and look at them now if you wish to, or in the morning, or...
Let's get it now. That's where we'll stay.
I mean, it's not quite an establishment yet.
Yeah,
It'll need some work.
I was hoping for some like any abandoned building.
Remember, it's also
I'm a skeleton and can like sleep in a broom closet.
yeah, it's also close to midnight.
The condition of the building doesn't
It'll be
matter
there.
to me.
It'll be there in the morning.
We'll see it in the daylight.
Don't forget to give him that vial.
Yeah, he did. He gave them
You
that.
want them? Yeah, there you go.
So, you want to meet back in the morning, and I can show you around the grounds, or...
That sounds good.
Fine.
Alright, I recommend staying at the Half Wall Tavern. You can get a room there, maybe a couple, and see you in the morning. He takes the vials, and you see him immediately sit them down, and it looks as if since the last time he's still continued to work. He goes on, and you notice he starts immediately taking just small little samples out of them, and then you guys leave his hovel. You do so, you guys walk over to what looks to be the small tavern, and half of this wall that has just been dismantled. You walk in, you notice at this hour, everybody, for the most part, is asleep. You walk in, it looks as if there's just a drop box. See that there are just some cots laid out because there are so many people that all the rooms have been filled. And you look and you just see that the entirety of this tavern has just been filled with basically makeshift beds. See,
Sleep in the caravan.
you could.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, you guys.
So we won't get easily robbed. In
Yeah.
our sleep.
You guys notice that as you guys walk up, there's like a donation box almost for like people that are donating for anything that wants to help for any of the rebuilding in the area. You guys kind of walk around. Do you guys want to stay here or?
I'm gonna put platinum in the donation box
Okay, so you
And then
drop
go to
it.
the caravan.
That's
Yeah.
part of your money.
My money.
We split that 5K.
Yeah.
This is. I'm not. This is my own
I
money.
had,
Before
I was
we
gonna
split
say,
the new
we
money.
haven't even split anything yet. I will also throw in 6. I'll throw in 6 gold just to put me in a nice even number.
All right, so you drop in.
I'll drop in 10 gold.
Okay, so you do so. You notice that nobody's around to really see this, but it's done. A good
It's my
deed.
good deed.
Yep.
5,000. Are we splitting this?
Like now murder an orphan,
We did?
and I'm
Probably
balanced.
4
I
ways.
mean, his life wasn't with us.
I was talking about Rennoc. He was talking about
Yeah, man.
if he fucking. I was gonna say, if
Just cutting me out, eh?
I mean, you're gonna need that to run a fucking house.
Right, we said 1,000 to help me take care of whatever we're picking out in the
You
morning.
want 1,000?
I thought Dennis.
I mean, I'll take that as part of my startup payment, and whatever else is left, I'll put together for the house and the repairments. 1,000 gold should at least get us some repairs done. Maybe not everything, but at least possibly.
1250. I'm gonna give 1250, 1250, 1250, 1250.
All right, that's fair.
Consider yourself paid. Hopefully, you make it out of Apple.
Maybe you should just hold on to my money now that we say that, because
Yeah, in case they seize your possessions. Yeah.
oh, they're going to. They're not gonna let me
you want to
go.
say
and...
you want to like keep your good armor here.
Oh yeah, before I head in, you can do. I don't. It's not good armor.
Yeah, but it's better than no.
I mean, yeah,
If
but
they seize that armor, you'll have more.
maybe I'll need new armor for a new start. I don't know.
I mean, with 1,200 gold, you could probably buy it.
Buy something exactly. But if they know I have 1,200 gold, they're going to be wondering what I've been doing on the road. Besides the point, so I can sleep outside the caravan or take turns just making sure. We can take a couple watches, make sure nothing happens.
Well, I'm always on watch.
All right, so you guys head back to the caravan. You guys long resting?
That's the intention. Yeah,
It
I'm.
takes me 4 hours, and the other 4 hours that everyone else is still resting, I read my book.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out, like kind of almost in like the driver's seat. I'll make sure feed the horses, make sure they're okay.
All right.
And then I'll throw like throw a couple regular wolf pills. Throw over me. Just keep it a little
That's
warmer.
life. That's life.
Just turns. Oh, not quite sure. Just trying to catch some sleep the last couple days. Almost like pull other creatures together to create these abnormality-sized creatures.
Nice, I get stitches from my next day.
Now, as you guys go through, you complete your rests, and at this point it's about 9 o'clock in the morning. As you do so, you start feeling not the heat, but just the brightness of the sun start trickling through. Some of you awaken and just kind of peer out. It's still snowing, as almost always in Hexwell. It's not too cold. And off in the distance, there's still some dark storms, but the sun is rising, and it's a nice day from what you can tell. What do you guys want to do?
And go find a house.
Yeah. Meet up with Mr. Gerald.
Sounds like the plan.
All right,
Yeah.
as you do that, you guys make your way, and you already see he's been kind of waiting out front, waiting for you guys. You notice he's in a cloak and a little bit heavier weather wear for your attire, for the weather. You guys go walking, and he sees you. Now, you walk the grounds, and you just let me know which one you guys want, and excuse me. Weather caught me lately. Just let me know which one you guys want.
We the fellowship?
And you guys can decide what.
The Fellowship of the Gem.
Which-
We don't have. We already lost a fucking storm. I'm doomed already, actually.
Yeah, we already lost.
He just starts walking. You can choose whatever you want. Now, you guys go, and there's, from what you can tell, nothing that really looks without tons of basically like a house. But on the far outskirts, farther closer to Alberzine, there's one. You notice it's like a 3-tiered, semi-noble aristocrat house. Very well made. Been torn through quite heavily, like almost right down the middle, but still the infrastructure is intact. There's almost no walls on the 3rd story. It's almost like a tower top
So
almost.
you're telling me with skeleton servants and the cantrip mending, I could probably
I don't know,
put
maybe.
this shit back together.
It will need a substantial amount of repair, though for 1,000 gold, it would probably get it at least habitable and enclosed. You notice that there's like a yard for what looks to be some sort of like fighting area or something at one point. You're not quite sure. And the land that comes with it is decent. You guys will get about 10 to 15. You notice that the house as well has some sort of like basement, almost like dungeon or dwelling. You're not quite sure exactly, but all in all, the establishment's about, I'd say, 5,000 square feet. It's a decent size establishment. There's no gate around it, though you notice at one point there was, and it's a decent spot. You guys go to another one. It's 2 stories, no basement. It's not on the location next to Alberzine. It doesn't need quite as much work. It's about, I'd say, on the northern part of Inventus. It's about another hour or so travel background just to get to it. It's decent. There's a lot, I'd say, less needing to be done. You guys could move in right now. The walls, for the most part, are all still intact, but 2 stories. It doesn't have quite as many features, and there's only 5 acres. Not as much land, but not as quite much needs. And then the 3rd house, you notice, is basically almost like a... Now, the previous 2 houses are kind of like square, almost, modern day builds. But the 3rd one is almost in like a triangular point. It goes up 3 stories, with the 3rd one being almost like a very narrow loft, almost like a crow's peak at like a ship or something. And then it goes almost straight down and another like 3 stories, almost like bunks that go down in. And each one is like a floor separated into each area. It's more tall and deep than it is width. Almost like a wizard's tower in a way, the way it looks.
That
Sunken
seemed
into
like
the
the
ground.
best one.
Is that what
Yeah,
you're
it's like
talking
half up and half down. It's like 3 stories
okay.
tall, 3 stories underneath. Now, this is located on the east side, closer to Padre Prison, and it would be the farthest from Alberzine. But it's it needs, I'd say, in between the amount of work. 1,000 gold probably won't get you close to. 500 gold would probably get everything livable, decent, but not furnished or anything. Just walls up. It comes with about 20 acres. And it's also got 1 working hand that is willing to stay on there, but seems to kind of have an obsession with farm animals.
None of that sounds negative.
When you say obsession with farm animals,
You don't know. That's just all that Gerald tells you.
the 3rd sounds the most interesting. Okay.
Now we'll tell you it's almost an extra like day and a half to Alberzine on the other side. The north one is about an extra day, and the closest one, the first one, obviously is the closest one. So the other two, possibly better, but farther. Closest one possibly needs maybe a little bit more work, but it's probably the biggest. Doesn't have.
You said one looked like a wizard's tower, right?
That's the third
So
tower.
is there like a chance that there's like a faded teleportation circle in that bitch?
I mean, we can go
You
and
look
find
through and no. You guys tore it. There's no. You can see at one point there is like a gigantic, like almost like a glass paned circular window where it looks as if someone at one point maybe looked out, or something. You gleam. It seems as if there's some like magical thing you find maybe could have happened here, but you're not sure. Could just be a cool window.
It was Wizard Town. Sounds cool.
Now just kind of
I'm
turns.
excited because there's a lot of land.
It
Yep.
also already has
We're here at the Wizard Tower currently.
That's the last one you guys
Is,
arrived at.
is this is this hand who's willing to stay on here?
He's not. He his family that is at the prison. So he travels there, stays around there sometimes, makes his way back, and likes to work on the farm. Currently, no farm, but in time we hope.
Is this farm more of a ranch or crops based on the weather?
Would really say, probably say the animals.
based.
I mean, you could maybe make it, maybe crop based though. Here in Hexwell, crops will grow the best unless you greenhouse them in some sort of way or get them out of the cold.
His family was in prison. What did they do?
I don't know. I just know that his name is Theo.
Wizard Tower?
Wizard Tower.
Wizard Tower.
All right. You see Gerald, he just pulls out a little parchment.
How much money on top of the 1,000 we have to pay? To make it play?
I mean, he said
Gerald
five-
just kind of looks at it.
I mean, I was gonna say he said 500 makes it habitable.
I'll say about 10,000 will probably get the walls, the floors, and everything, including the roof, basement cleared out.
Okay, I didn't want like award-winning upkeep.
I mean,
want,
that's
like,
just standard.
I want like we can live here without like.
It collapsing. Yeah, that's about 10,000 gold. I mean, you went for a pretty tall one, so the structure's gonna need to be able to handle it all the way up. Price will be an issue. The previous one, the 2-story one, it's maybe 5.5 to 6,000 to completely have up and running.
I think the Wizard Tower is still the best deal.
I think it has the most personality. Like weird and triangular. It's got like 3 basements.
Think of how many necromancy rituals I could put down there.
I mean, I want one of them for free. You can do both things.
Skeletons are really good at working fields. They don't need to sleep.
All right. Well, I think we're still gonna do the green.
All right. Well then, so what shall I put down for the name on the title of this property?
Like Marauders.
All right.
Wait,
He starts-
does anyone hate that name? I think we're okay.
Does anybody like have like an actual noble title?
Frendrich, when you took us in, did you actually tell any of your like superiors what you were doing? Like, do your superiors know we exist?
I mean, maybe. I just know that I was coming to check on Cassandra the night that I found you all.
Yeah.
So no.
You were sent, so none of your superiors know we exist, or at least know you are involved.
I wasn't sent to kill you.
No, he just happened to be there.
I meant I went to go meet Cassandra that night. Just happened to walk up right after the explosion. Saw what had happened, and
When we were in prison.
when you were in prison, yeah, that was bullshit. I needed to get out of Cassandra, and I needed you guys' help.
So what I'm hearing is that on paper we have no connection.
My knowledge.
Okay, Moonlight Marauders is okay.
All right. Gerald writes it down. Now, you have a name for the establishment. You could fill it out at another time as...
Dog, it took us like close to a
He
month.
just starts
to get a
handing
name.
you that file and that
We're just gonna name
application.
it Stronghold number 1. Actually, no, we're gonna name it Stronghold number 6. Because it would imply we have 5 other strongholds.
You see, he just starts... Number 6.
We'll
We'll put that down for now, but that's fine. Now, you see Grinder's...
6.
So am I going to start? We're gonna start here now, yes?
I mean, you said you wanted to go. This is Granger speaking. I mean, you said you wanted to go to Albrazine. Do you still want to go to Albrazine?
I mean, yes. I fear if I don't go there, I
Question, how do you feel about faking your death?
may not need to. I want to see.
Yeah, but I have this nifty magical ability called Feign Death, where I can like put you in like a near-death state. Like people don't like know.
I don't know. I can see a lot of things going wrong with that, though.
Yeah, but I also have spells that can change how you look.
So how about this? We got this house. Are we gonna drop off this fucking toy?
You do need to do that.
Or are we going to just
We should hire
bypass that?
the sword.
Uh,
Technically training for future career paths.
the Age of Spin.
Maybe one of them's good at magic.
We could go to the orphanage and see how things are. Unfortunately, I just don't feel it right to give this package away to this boy when it's just gonna be confiscated.
Well, I thought
But
we
if
were gonna
he's-
just take it.
But if he's
You can.
working here,
Sure.
we can give it to him.
Yeah, we can.
Orphans can't be expensive to hire.
Yeah, we could just essentially.
Especially if they come up missing.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're
Not for
applying,
that.
I'm a skeleton. You're applying a lot of fucked up things. Okay,
Let's head to the orphanage and
like that's why
cross
when
that
we
bridge.
talk to the matron at the orphanage, I ain't gonna be putting this deal forward because they're gonna be like, that guy's a fucking skeleton, and then they're gonna be like, what are you gonna do to all the kids? And I'm gonna be like, nothing. We pay them a decent wage. That'd be it.
Good. Is there so the fucking house we have, this wizard tower? We could theoretically sleep inside of it. Is what I'm hearing.
I mean, this can be like a mini base of headquarters. Right now, it's just
Correct.
a shithole.
Yes. I can.
What's the timeline?
I can work with shithole.
You guys are fixing it?
Well, if
Well, it'd be us and 6 undead skeletons.
I mean, yeah, I got magic shit.
I mean, you guys gotta. We gotta need to get some materials. I mean,
Yeah.
We'd hire workers, have my
Yeah.
skeletons. Be a whole fucking shit show.
I mean, you could also ask, the townspeople possibly to help because they just built, a bunch of houses in town and are rebuilding that.
I
That could
summon a bunch
possibly
of
help.
gorillas.
Could they help?
I mean, yeah, I don't see why not.
they're like 5 times stronger than a human.
Yeah, 100%.
And skeletons still need to sleep, so I got those too.
Yeah.
And I could summon like a big human skeleton.
I love the logistics of
That's a smart one. I can lead all the little skeletons.
I would say you would have to like give them very decent, perfect
Specific
instructions.
orders.
Yes.
So yeah. Want to head to the orphanage? Let's head to the orphanage. I mean, we can take the time to set up.
Let's go hire a bunch of orphans.
Yeah, it's about noonish, about 1 p.m. at this point after your house visiting.
Oh, I do have access.
All right, so you guys heading to the orphanage?
I can build a fucking greenhouse, baby.
Yeah.
It'll take me a while.
All right, so you finish up some of the basic paperwork. You see Gerald, he signs off and he looks at you. All right, I'll make note of this and make sure it gets submitted to the formal council, and it's all yours. He turns and he starts making his way back and crawls back into his caravan, and you guys start going back towards Inventus. About a 30-minute trip. You guys are in town, and you guys are now heading towards the orphanage. Drops you off. He points, because you guys don't necessarily know where it's at. About 2 blocks down that way on the left. Kind of a rundown building. Might as well just walk in. Don't bother knocking.
Who you named the gentleman who runs the establishment?
I don't know who runs it, but who runs most of the things here in town. Yes, that's Bergarta.
Okay.
Or excuse me, it was Berta. Berta. Excuse me.
Berta. Is this like the evil chick from Skyrim?
I don't know. It's actually a man, but
Runs stuff.
What is that? Orphanage and
yeah. So anyway.
anyway.
You guys make your way. You guys walk for about 2 to 3 minutes. You guys make your way down. You guys see this almost 3-story building. It is falling apart. You see makeshift windows, the door off the hinges, and basically everything about it just screams unmaintenance. It hasn't been affected by the storms, but just not clean. The door is not only falling off, but the steps are like basically broken. Guys start walking up. You kind of look inside the windows and they're just wide open. Kind of just peer right in, and you see a couple kids, about 6 or 7, sitting around one table that is way too small. They're just all kind of just mashed in and huddled around. It's like one bowl of food. And you see like 7 spoons. Each one of them are just taking from this one bowl and just like eating, taking each one of their turns. And look in the other window and you see one individual talking with what looks like 2 females, nicely dressed. The rest of the interior complete shit. Stuff hanging off the walls, wood falling, boards in the floor starting to peel up. You see these individuals though, nicely dressed, adorned in what looks like some jewelry and garments that are very clean and very well kept.
My character, I know I have like at least. I'm gonna take 2 of my rations and set them on the table.
Okay, so you just
With
kind
the
of
7 kids.
it's like an open window. You just kind of pull your hand out and you kind of notice, and they look right at you, seeing a passerby, and one of the small kids goes up and he immediately, this human boy just walks up and grabs both of them and just
Sure. Let's get
two away, and he just downs them. And he looks at you. Well, you keep walking and you kind of like duck into the front door, and the boy just kind of leans further into the window and he kind of stares at you. Any more? Then you hear from the other room, what did I tell you to sit down? And you see a man, he comes walking over and he grabs the boy. Now kind of right next to the window, he's seeing you guys outside. Can I help you?
Yes. We are new in town.
Uh-huh.
There's been some business of elementals running them up.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, we killed them.
And?
A reward with an estate. We need servants. With a couple more.
Also possible students.
Also possible. You have enough mouths to feed? Let us help you. Take a child or two off your hand.
Who sent you?
We're associated with Gerald.
You see, as he says that, he just kind of leans back and he whispers something in the boy's ear, and the boy goes back and sits down. Just, one moment. And he walks around. You see, after a few moments, the front door open. Yeah, come inside. You guys go inside? Alright, so you guys make your way inside. See, it is just a shithole on a dive. There looks to be unattended everything. There's about 20 to 30 kids around. Looks to be only 3 females off on the right, kind of looking at you guys underneath their breasts. You're not quite sure what they're saying. The gentleman. I'm the leader of this establishment, the man of the house. My name is March. How can I help you?
This is the same individual? As I said, we are looking for.
And no one sent you. Okay.
No, we're like I said.
So you're just looking to hire any help?
Essentially, they would live within our establishment. They would earn a wage.
I see.
He provided room and board and food, blah, 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 blah.
Yes.
He turns, you look around. There's about, I'd say, from the run that you can see, he, after a few moments, gathers what looks like 4 boys and 2 girls that seem to be between the ages of like 12 and 16. These are the oldest that we have that would be able to most likely help you. We're looking to acquire them as their guardians. Would just need some paperwork filling out, and we would have to just make sure that the establishment checks out and you can take them. But I will tell you that the price is pretty high.
We're also looking for one specific boy. A favor to his father.
No, who's that?
The barracks boy.
Oh, Micah.
That's him.
What do you have with him? He is here.
I just want to give him a job to pay back his dad.
If possible, we could kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
I see. And you see he kind of motions, and one of the girls comes over and he whispers something in her ear, and she disappears after a moment. You guys wait a few minutes, and then brought back, you see this boy, ginger and hair, freckled face, and a very short, maybe 2.5 feet tall. He's about 5 years old. He stands, this is Micah, Micah Barrick, and you want him to work for you.
Can I insight check the
Yep.
Mrs. Micah?
Mm-hmm.
It's a kidney roof, maybe. My God, there's no way.
And what did his father look like?
I just know him to be Jonah.
I'm out of character.
Oh.
Jonah. I know his name, and I know he's a halfling, so him being super short.
Yeah, he essentially is just, I'm pretty sure, dark tanned hair. I mean,
Not ginger.
not so much ginger.
Okay.
But it's also versus. Yeah, really.
May I speak with the boy?
Sure. Kind of goes over, and you guys walk over to like the side room. There's kids and people walking around, but he kind of walks over to you, and you see the girl. She kind of pushes him over to you.
Hello, Micah.
Hi.
Is Micah your name?
Yeah.
Your father.
Is he alive?
What's his name?
Papa?
You don't know his name? Can you describe him for me?
Bigger than me, but blackish hair and by Joan, I think. Jonah?
Okay. All right. We're friends of your father.
His eyes wide up.
One second. I'm gonna need you to get all your little friends up. Actually, before that, rewind what I'm saying. I'm saying this as a little word.
Yeah.
Like, hold on. You want like these like nature? There's like, what do I just like fucking disappear? Like I can hide a body.
I mean, yeah, but then we have to take care of kids. And we're trying to
but that people like your orphans is like gold. It's evil henchmen want to for loyalty, like take care of orphans, like what?
That's gonna be a problem.
Let's start with one. We'll upsize later on.
Granger's kind of leans in. Got a soft spot here on this hard-boned one, eh?
It's not even.
Were you an orphan?
Yes.
Were you?
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't have parents at all, so I guess that kind of makes me.
You're technically an orphan too.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I don't know about fuck this.
You see the
Fuck this
boys, you guys are just
Granger,
talking
were you-
like this. He's just seeing you guys just like. Do I have my toy?
So, how do you know about
Dad said he's gonna get a toy next time he saw me.
Well, good news.
Boy.
We do have a toy. Unfortunately, if we give it to you now, either the other kids will take it, or the adults will take it.
As you see that, one of the gentlemen, we wanted toy.
We're just gonna hold on to it.
You see the females in the back, they kind of just eye each other. You know, the darting eyes from the three of the two females and the male individual just kind of dart around. So, the boy, what do you think? Can't necessarily have you adopt him. I know the father, but for a decent price, I could have you take partial guardianship.
Take them off your hands. One less mouth to feed.
Alright, he kind of motions you over into a small little side office where he pulls out a side drawer. Let's see here, he pulls out a little book. Micah, 1,500 gold.
I'm gonna immediately when he finishes, like focus on him when he's right for presence.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask him, "The fuck did you just say?" That's a 16.
Oh yeah, 2. His turns.
Yeah, he's frightened.
Well, see, we have to make a living ourselves, and these young ones, they sell for such a great price. I can make such a great living off of all of them. I wouldn't just hand one over, even to.
What's your name?
My name is March.
How would you like to, have a job and like a livelihood still, by the time we leave this place?
And you see now, as you kind of speak to him, he kind of starts to rescind back. Run a business.
Yeah, you won't be running a business.
How about this? I'll let you take him. Looks around. 10 gold. How about 10 gold, but you just don't tell anybody that I sell the children.
How about I give you 600 and you give me like a handful?
Deal. You look at the 4 boys and the 2 oldest ones, and Micah right there.
Let's
Take
put it in your
them.
pocket.
Take them, and we'll call it even 500. 500.
Gotcha.
See the 2 females, they kind of look back and their eyes widen and they kind of look at him and it's just like, anything. It's fine, darlings. Well,
What orphan specifically did he refer to?
you got 4 oldest males,
Okay.
which are in between ages of 12 to 16,
Okay.
and 2 females.
And how old are they?
Same ages, 12 to 16.
Okay.
You're not exactly
Plus
quite
Micah?
sure. Yep, plus
7
Micah.
total?
Yep.
Seven. All right.
Yep.
12 to 16. That can help on a farm. Okay.
All right. Now,
We have plenty of space.
I will say as you do that, Gildor, your alignment will slowly
now.
shift. Yeah, just a little.
Up or down? Really?
And at this point, you guys will then. Is there anything else you guys want to do inside this orphanage?
I want to get in contact with the farmhand guy.
We can escort these children back.
How many total children?
26.
Oh, that's
How many did we get?
Minus the ones
7.
that we take.
Oh no! Now there's 19.
well.
Oh, we probably.
I didn't hear whatever you said. So yeah.
Let's do some shopping around town because now we need approximately 7 beds and food thing. So yeah, we're gonna load up these 7 kids in our caravan.
We should probably ask the kids if they have any skills they already know.
Yeah, let's do that.
You got. What are. Introduce yourself, Jesus Christ.
You go down, and as they're like entering, are you doing it in the
We'll
house
do it once
or?
we get back to our base.
Okay, so as currently you just kind of invite them.
So we can do it like before we get in our caravan.
Guys, you're like
Yeah,
walking
outside.
out. Yeah, so you guys are like walking out, kind of loading them up. You see as they go through the first one, you look at them and you're like, introduce yourselves. The 2 girls go first. My name is Cindy. And this is my sister Lavelle.
What?
Lavelle.
What the hell?
Yes. And you look over there, and the other 4, they're not our brothers, but they're kind of shy. But and then they kind of get on the carriage, and you see a pretty strong individual. My name is Oxford, and thank you. Gets on. He's kind of a dark-haired, dark-complected. You see another individual boy. Thank you, Tylen. Appreciate it. Thank you. Tylen. Like Tyler without an R, it's an N. Tylen. And you see 2 individuals that now that you get a closer look, they're almost like twins. Both kind of very pale and blondish hair with like a bluish-green eye tint. My name is Raven, and this is Reeser. We are both not identical, but twin brothers. All 6. Notice that they all seem to be about 15 now that you look at them. None of them are actually 12. You're not quite sure where you got that.
I'm asking if any of them have like any specific like. So.
None of them really
how to farm.
None of them really
Like, what-
raise their
what-
hands,
what-
but Oxford
what
raises.
catches their attention? Do they want to learn something?
They're a little reserved, but Oxford says he's worked on a farm and he's cut down wood a lot before with his father before. The girls have done a lot of sewing and have cooked, and the other boys haven't really had too much experience. Don't really have any skills. You see the 2 twins. We used to play lots of games in the backyard, but other than that, too much. See the one more boy. I would like to hunt, but don't really know how. All right.
Well, I will be frank. Typically am. We are We tend to be what? Part of our nature.
It's kind of nod.
It does not mean we don't care. We're not like these people you have been associated with before. I fully intend to feed you.
They just kind of look like.
That's the intention, yeah. It will. The establishment we have recently come into is not a perfect abode by any means. It will take work to fix up, but it will be hopefully your abode. The more work, the more effort, the more love you put into it, the better it will be.
They just all kind of turn and look at each other. We can do that as long as we're safe, sleep, and we'll help. It's gotta be better than we just were.
Yeah, and like if someone catches your interest, like you want to like do something, we probably said something.
You see one of the girls, she kind of steps forward. I would like to save the rest of the orphans. March, he sells boys and the girls, sells them to the Rocks and to a family known as Crows, or at least a group, I think.
Do you know where they live, bro?
Don't. I just see that the individuals come and go, and individuals are sold for a high price. I also heard that March steals some of the boys and the orphans from their families. That a lot of the kids aren't truly orphans.
We'll figure something out about that.
Kind of sits back down. You guys at this point start moving as Grendridge kind of kicks forward the caravan.
Yeah, we can make a second trip for supplies and whatnot.
Did you say Marge?
March. Like a month?
March, yes.
A month, okay. Sells children to rats. And the Black Crows. Or at least the Crows.
Yep. You would know that they're about the same.
That's alright.
All right, so you guys kick off.
I'm gonna ask the kids something.
Okay.
Would you prefer to like take down this essentially orphan trafficking ring the legit way, or would you rather them just to like come up missing? Wink.
She kind of looks at you. Whatever gets them out safely. I don't care for March.
Fuck people who abuse orphans. Fucked up. I'm a skeleton. I practice necromancy, and that's fucked up. My moral bar is like pretty low.
Drawing your line.
Like,
And at
this
that
is pretty
point,
much my bottom line.
I mean, at least you have a bar.
yes.
Improve.
Now, as you guys kind of go for a moment, you guys kick off. Grendridge takes the reins, and after a few more moments, you guys start making your way through town. And that's where we're going to end today. On that note, with picking up next week with you guys having the orphans, and you guys can shop if you wish, take them back, choose what you wish to do. But yeah, a little bit of technical difficulties, had to kind of fix the beginning, but we're good, back on track. But no, good episode. So we'll pick up next week with wife should be back and we'll be good. Oh no, next week we'll not be here. 4th of July.
Will not be.
Yeah, so we'll be taking the week off.
Easy.
Yeah, so
What am I gonna
yep.
do?
I know, right? So until next time, peace out. Thank you all for playing.
So you got any of them